Okay, so today we're going to be finding the whole when given the part. Okay, so Trisha made a 56% on her science test. If she got 14 problems correct, how many questions were on the test? So first thing is the percent always goes over 100. So 14 is your part because it's the number of problems that she got correct, and you're trying to find the total number on the test. So 14 will go on top, and X will go on the bottom. So we're going to do our butterfly. 14 times 100 is just 1400. And then 56 times X is just 56X. So then we're going to divide 56 to both sides. This crosses off to 1. And then you're going to divide 56 into 1400. So you got to figure out how many times does 56 go into 140. And then when you actually just solve it, you actually get 25. So it goes in there nicely. So then you get 25 equals X. So that means that there is 25 total questions. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, Donnie completed 85% of his field goal attempts last season. If he attempted 60 field goals, how many did he make? Okay, in this case, 60 is your whole, because that's how many in total he did. You're trying to figure out how many he made. So you're trying to find the part. So you have 85% over 100 is equal to X over 60. So you do your butterfly. You get 100X. And then you're going to do 85 times 60. Or you can just do 85 times 6. And then just add a 0 at the end. And then you divide by 100. This crosses out to a nice big 1. And then you can cross off these zeros. So all you're left with is 51. So it means he made 51 of his goals. That's pretty good. All right, let's try another one. Okay, 75% of the apple pies were sold on Tuesday, and the remainder were thrown out. If 12 apple pies were sold, then how many were thrown out? Okay, so 75% represents 12. So 12 is your part. So you're going to do 75% over 100 is equal to 12 over X. So we're going to cross multiply. So 12 times 100 is just 1200. And then 75 times X is just 75X. So then you divide 75 to both sides. This crosses off to a nice 1. So then you're going to divide 75 into 1200. And then when you do that, you get 16. So 16 is actually not your answer. What 16 represents is the total number of pies there was. They want to know how many were thrown out. So the amount that were thrown out, you have to do 16 minus 12. You get 4. So 4 total were thrown out. Because there were 16 total pies, 12 of them were sold, 4 of them thrown out. Okay. A scarf is made of 65% cotton. If the scarf weighs 18 ounces, then how much cotton is in the scarf? So 18 ounces has to be your total, because that's the total weight. So you're going to do 65% over 100 is equal to X over your whole, or your total, which is 18. So then you're going to cross multiply. And then 100 times X is just 100X. And then you're going to do 65 times 18. All right, I want to check myself. because I think good is 1,170. Then you're going to divide both sides by 100. And then you're going to divide 100 into 1,170, but first you can cross off a 0. So all you need to do is divide 10 to 117. And when you do that, you get 11.7. So 11.7 ounces is cotton. Okay, let's try another one. A concert venue sells 16% of its tickets as a reserved seats. And an upcoming concert sells 8,000 tickets. So that's your total tickets. How many are reserved? Okay, so you have 16% over 100 is equal to X over 8,000. So do your butterfly. So 100 times X is just 100X. And then I'm going to do 16 times 8,000, or I'm just going to do 16 times 8, and then add 3 zeros to the end. And then you divide both sides by 100. This crosses off to a nice 1. And then these zeros can be canceled out. So 1,280 divided by 1 is just 1,280. So it means that there was 1,280 tickets sold for reserved seats. All right, let's try another one. Out of 350 students, 315 went on the class field trip. What's the percent? Okay, so it means that this is your whole and this is your part. We're trying to find the percentage. So since we don't know what the percent is, it's going to be X over 100% is equal to the part over the whole. So now we're going to do our butterfly. So 315 times 100 is 31,500. And X times 350 is just 350X. Oops, that does not look that nice. Hold on. So then you're going to divide 350 on the right and 350 on the left. These cancel out to a nice big 1. And then these zeros cancel out. So now you're going to divide 35 into 3,150. And I believe it does go in there nicely. And it is 90. So there it goes in there 90 times. So that means 90% of the kids went on the field trip. So 90% went to the field trip. My problem is asking how many did not go. Well, if 90% did go, that means you have to do 100 minus the 90% and you get 10. So 10% did not go. And that is your final answer. Okay, a baseball hat is on sale for 15% off, which is $2.70. How much did the baseball hat cost in full? Okay, well, you have their 15% over 100. This 50% is $2.70. So that's your part. And then your whole, you don't know. That's what you're trying to find. So you do your butterfly. So you're going to do 2.70 times 100, which is just 270, and 15 times x, which is 15x. So then you divide both sides. This crosses off. So then you're going to do 270 divided by 15, which is 18. So 15 goes into 270 exactly 18 times. So that means that this baseball cap cost $8. All right. So the school book fair has 72 nonfiction books and 328 fiction books for sale. What percent of the books is nonfiction? Okay. So since we're trying to find the percentage, you're going to have X over 100%. And since you're trying to find nonfiction, your fiction would be 72. But now we don't know the total. We do know that we have 72 nonfiction and 328 fiction. So that means we need to add them together to find the total. So you can do 328 plus 72, which is 400. Now we're going to cross multiply. Do your butterfly. So 72 times 100 is 7,200. And then X times 400 is just 400X. So then you divide both sides by 400. This crosses off. And then you can actually cross off these two zeros. So all you're doing is dividing 4 into 72. And that will be 18. 18 again. So 18% are nonfiction. All right, last one. Jack is learning to save, spend, and give his money away. He is determined to give away 10% of his job earnings. If he gives away 256, how much did he earn this summer? Okay, so 10% always goes over 100. Percentages always go over 100. 10% in this case represents $256 because that's how much he gave away. We're trying to find the amount he actually made in total. Since we're trying to find the total, that means we're trying to find the whole. So the part is 256. So we're going to do our butterfly and cross multiply. So 256 times 100 is 25,600. And then 10 times X is just 10X. So you divide the right and the left side by 10. This crosses off. And then 25,600 divided by 10 is 2,560. So he made $2,560 over the summer. It's pretty good. Okay, that is it. If you need any help, just ask. We can set up a Google Meets. I can do another video.